This is unbelievable and for me unacceptable. Hello guys, it's me again, Nardino TV. So, for today, labas muna tayo sandali. Tapos ipapakita ko sa inyo yung community namin dito. Alright, let's go. Ayan, naglalakad na ako dito sa community. Dito, townhouse guys. Tapos yung nasa harapan namin, ayan. Puro rental unit yan guys. Tapos, ayan, townhouse yan guys. Ang dun sa dulo, townhouse. Ito yung clubhouse namin, or yung tree house ang tawag namin dyan. Right, yan, paikot sa area. Yan, maganda dito guys. Yan, nakita nyo. Ito yung likod bahay namin yan. Tapos, yun yung parang park. Yan, dito naglalaro yung mga bata. Diyan. Oh, diba? Ganda ng area namin dito. Diba? So, ito, sa likod namin, garage. Right. Dito kami madalas naglalaro. Tapos dyan naman, naglalaro yung mga bata. Paikot dyan. Sabi ko nga, yung tapat na yan, rental unit yan guys. Sobrang tahimik dito. Tignan nyo naman yung mga puno dito guys. So talagang malalaki yung puno, di ba? Ito guys, parang meron trail dito. Ayan. Pwede rin kami maglakad-lakad dyan. Pwede magbike. Pataas yan, dun sa taas. Right? Ayan. So yung bahay namin banda dyan sa baba. Right? So, pwede kami maglakad-lakad dito. Ganda ng community dito guys. Right? Hanggang dun sa taas. Ayan. Makikita nyo dyan guys. Yung mga bahay dito may 2 bedrooms, 3 bedroom, 4 bedrooms. Ayan. Kita nyo yung mga townhouses dyan guys. May duplex pa nga yata dito. Right? Pero nasabi ko nga, maganda rito guys sa lugar namin. Okay? So dyan mamigaling sa baba. Right? Yung i-discuss ko sa inyo ngayon is very disturbing and very important kasi it's also related dun sa mga rentals, right? I think sa Brampton yata yun right? So pag-usapan natin mamaya guys.
20 minutes later.
Hello guys, so yun, we are back. So nandito na uli tayo sa Batcave guys, and sabi ko nga kanina, we will discuss something really important, disturbing, and sensitive topic for me, no? Nung nakita ko tong news na to, talagang hindi ako makapaniwala na nangyayari to, no guys. And yung sa mga nandito sa Canada at sa mga pupunta pa lang, alam natin guys na yung renta sa bahay ang isa sa pinaka-importante at pinaka-mahal na binabayaran natin monthly. At hindi ko maisip na meron palang mga tao or mga landlords na nagte-take advantage doon sa necessity na natin na yun. So, we are more than 2 years dito sa Vancouver, sa BC. Wala pa naman akong narinig na the same news about this kind of incident, no? And I hope hindi mangyari in the future at hindi na mangyari sa iba pa mga province. So far, based sa news, nangyayari ito sa Brampton, no? So, panoorin natin yung news guys and let's comment about it.
What we're talking about is the worst of the worst.
Brampton's mayor and city councillors say their recently launched program aimed at getting rid of illegal rentals is working.
The fact that of the ones we've had the most ferocious complaints about, that 63% are in compliance, this RRL is...
So guys, no, based on news, 63% probably the total ng mga landlords na they collected based on their data, 60+% ang in compliance, meaning hindi sumusunod sa mga regularities, no? Yung kung paano yung tamang pagbibigay ng service when it comes to renting a house.
Is working.
The 2-year residential rental licensing pilot began in January in wards where there have been the most complaints. It requires landlords to register with the city before renting out 4 or fewer units. Under the program, bylaw officers can inspect properties, and those who violate city standards can be fined or face penalties.
Without such support, municipalities will struggle to manage.
She is a Filipina, a counselor, no? And basically is magpapatupad sila ng something, a regulation para to check yung mga situation ng mga pinaparentang unit. I think wala namang mali doon, you know? That is for the benefits of the landlord and at the same time yung mga magrerenta. So let's continue, guys.
The health and safety issues that we face.
They say those complaints include fire code and parking violations, unsanitary living conditions, and sexual exploitation, where landlords are asking female renters for sexual favors in exchange.
Ito yung sinasabi kong disturbing, guys. Ako kasi pag sinabing renta, we are talking about monetary, no? Bayad doon sa renta. Pero ito, guys, sinasabi based sa report, may mga landlord na humihingi ng hindi lang, or you have options na hindi ka magbayad ng pera, right? At based dito sa options, guys, this is very, very disturbing, no? So, hindi ko alam kung post to sa isang website na pwede ka maghanap doon ng for rentals, apartment, ganyan, di ba? Kasi kami din, guys, doon lang din kami nakakita, no? Yung sa mga website na ganyan, na pwede ka maghanap doon ng mga for rentals na unit, no? So, based dito sa snapshot, guys, may mga options. Balikan natin ng konti, no? So, okay. So, sabi dito, guys, accommodation type, apartment, private, or shared room as preference. 1 room in a 2-bedroom house is available. Tapos may mga rental option, 'di ba? So kung paano ka siguro yung mga mode of payments, parang ganoon. So rental option number 1, guys. Private, 500 CAD. Right? Rental option number 2, shared. Siguro meron kang kahati, ayun nga, maximum 2 tao in a room, no? So ang bayad mo is 300 CAD. Right? Pero yung options number 3, guys, this is unbelievable. And for me, unacceptable. So, yung dun sa option number 3, guys, ang sabi dito, rental options number 3, for those who are okay with friends with benefits, relationship will get below perks. Ano bang ibig sabihin, guys, ng friends with benefits? Right? Ako kasi, isa lang ang ibig niyan sabihin. Di ba? So, hindi ka magbabayad ng pera, pero pwede ka niyang gamitin. 'Di ba? In return doon sa rental fees mo. And then, ito pa, with perks, guys. This is unbelievable talaga. So, pag pumayag ka doon sa friends with benefits or yung hindi ka magbabayad ng monetary doon sa rental mo, wherein ipapagamit mo yung sarili mo, 'di ba? Please comment, guys, kung mali ba yung pagkakaintindi ko, pero kasi for me, 'yon ang intention nung nag-post nito or nung landlord na to, no? Sabi niya, pag pumayag ka doon sa friends with benefits or yung rental option number 3, meron ka pang perks na number 1, complete rent is free. So, wala ka nang babayaran na pera o whatever. Number 2, food expenses are also free. So, libre kain, guys. Libre pagkain. Number 3, ito malupit. I can spend 200 Canadian dollars per month on shopping for you. Ipagsa-shopping ka pa, guys.
Ano ka nasisira, ulo?
Medyo natatakpan lang, guys, eh. So, i-forward natin ng konti. Makikita nyo dun sa baba, may note siya din, no? Regarding FWB or Friends with Benefits relationship, it will be maintained, nakalagay, private and confidential, same as expected from your side. So, talagang po-promote ng, for me, guys, prostitution, di ba? Which is really, really bad and really, really alarming. Di ba? para sa isang landlord na mag-take advantage ka doon sa vulnerability ng isang tao. Kasi syempre guys, dito sa Canada guys, hirap nga eh. Hirap ang housing, hirap makakuha ng affordable na housing and rental. At I can't imagine na merong mga tao na magsasamantala nito guys. I just hope na hindi mangyari to sa iba pa mga province guys. Let's continue guys.
The situation here is that many of these girls are afraid to speak out because they're afraid they're going to be deported. Many of them reach out to social agencies directly, which is where I receive my information from.
Officials say there have been over 4,700.
So, syempre guys, kung nag-engage ka or na-trap ka na doon sa ganong sistema, 'di ba? Kumbaga, a part of you ayaw mo na rin magsumbong eh kasi syempre 'di ba yung lalo na yung ibang mga tao na very strong yung kanilang culture, no? So pinangangalagaan nila yung sarili nila pati yung kanilang kahihiyan, 'di ba? Kaya din siguro walang nagre-report, walang nagsusumbong, 'di ba? So and kudos doon sa mga taong nagtrabaho at nagso-solve nito ngayon, no? So, sana talaga magawa nila ng paraan at maayos nila ito as soon as possible, diba?
700 inspections, 2,200 issued licenses, and 600 issued notices. 46 locations have come into compliance.
We're on pace to make sure we tackle every one. It's going to take time, but we will not relent. No matter how loud and noisy the protest is, we will not relent.
We have the constitutional right.
Landlords protesting the RRL.
Ito guys, ang hindi ko maintindihan kung ano ang protest or kung para saan ang protest. Kasi hindi ba to dapat ikatuwa nila na pinangangalagaan ng government yung safety ng landlord and yung safety din mismo ng mga renters. So, let's see kung ano yung reason kung bakit sila po-protest. So, based dun sa mga banners, my home, my rights, no RRL. Stop corporate favoritism, stop rental license, no? So yun yung mga ano nila. Tapos meron pa dito, slum mayor, do your job, not corruption. Hindi ba kaya nagpapatupad ng ganitong mga policy yung mayor is dahil ginagawa niya yung work niya? So I don't get the point, no? So that's only my comment, no? Kasi hindi ko maintindihan na gumagawa ng tama yung mayor or yung government, tapos magpo-protest kayo. Hindi ba dapat is makatanggap yung mayor ng kudos? Congratulations, di ba? So, let's listen.
Programs say the pilot unfairly targets compliant landlords for their renters' behavior.
These inspectors, city inspectors, are given almost like police powers. Tomorrow, let's say my tenant brings 2 more people. What can I do about it?
We want to clearly tell Mr. Brown, the people who are protesting, who are against this RRR compliant people, don't call them slumlords. If they are slumlord, you are a slum mayor because you are representing the people, slum people.
At the news conference, Mayor Brown dismissed their concerns.
No matter how noisy and loud the Slum Landlord Association is, we will not bow to the pressure to ignore our requirement that you must meet building code. And
yun ang hindi ko talaga magets, guys. Halimbawa ako landlord, 'di ba? Tapos nagpapatupad ng ganitong policy, 'di ba? Within the city kung nasan ako. Hindi ba dapat magiging advantage ko pa yon as a landlord? Kasi once na check ng government na safe yung aking lugar at magkaroon ako ng permit to operate, hindi ba dapat magiging plus yun sa aking business, di ba? Na merong regulating body na nag-check ng aking unit at sinabi nila na safe yon, di ba? Na maayos na makakatira yung mga renters na nandun sa bahay ko. Hindi ba pag nilagay ko sa website ko yun, that's plus points at makakakuha ng mas maraming client. Diba? For me, it's a plus factor. Hindi ko maintindihan bakit kailangan mag-protest. Diba? Or baka meron lang tayong hindi nakikita. So, yung sa mga nasa Brampton, guys, kung meron kang alam kung bakit nagpo-protest talaga sila about this. And for me, I think this is a very good policy na magpo-protect both sides, no? Yung landlords at saka yung mga renters.
fire code.
Brampton councillors say that the program is much needed because it keeps vulnerable renters safe.
Our city is home to approximately 100,000 international students who deserve a safe and secure housing.
The issue has been
This social worker agrees.
seeing a low turnover number isn't surprising. What's important is the large number of enforcements, and any activity that shuts down the bad landlords is welcomed and supported by many in social and health and human services.
Mayor Brown.
Tama, di ba? I mean, ewan ko guys kung napanood nyo yung isang news no na may mga landlords na nang-i-scam talaga na magpo-post sila sa website na, you know, ang ganda ng pictures, pero pagkadating mo, ang pangit ng place, ang dumi, di ba? At worst pa, meron pa akong isang nakita na, so, nag-sign siya ng lease, pinakita pa nung landlord yung area, yung bahay, and on the day, nalilipat na siya, pumunta na siya dun sa bahay, it turns out, meron nang nakatira, di ba? So, meaning, pinarenta ng landlord into multiple renters, di ba? So again, nasaan ang protection ng mga nagre-renta? So etong policy na to, I think it's a good policy para din dun sa mga renters. Para talagang ma-check kung talagang legitimate ba yung place at safe at malinis yung pupuntahan mong bahay.
Brown says although the program is another cost on taxpayers, his office will continue to keep up the pressure on those who flout safe living standards.
So yun guys, so now, tignan natin guys ano yung nakapaloob dun sa RRL or yung Residential Rental Licensing Pilot, right? Ito guys, nasa website to ng brampton.ca. So i-check nyo na lang. So hindi ko na lahat i-cover guys. So check lang natin kung ano yung mga kailangan tignan or sa mga checks na gagawin ng government in terms dun sa mga landlords or dun sa place na pinaparenta nila, no? So dito guys, ang sabi doon sa website is licensing, creating safer rentals for all, right? In Q2 2023, Council directed staff to implement a 2-year residential rental licensing pilot program in wards 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7. I don't know ano yung mga words na yun guys or anong ibig sabihin no? To deal with the growing number of problem rentals. The pilot program is initially focused on the 5 central wards in Brampton as City Council directed. These are the wards where most of the violations have historically been located. And the objective of the program is to protect the health and safety and human rights of persons, to protect the residential amenity, character, and stability of residential areas. And then, to proactively mitigate potential risks that may exist within a particular business sector and provide enforcement and mechanism to respond to complaints relating to that sector. So again guys, yung policy talaga nito is directed para din, you know, sa safety nung rentals kasi nga siguro maraming based nga doon sa news no, maraming reports na nagsasabi na yung lugar is unsanitized, hindi maayos, madaming problema, and so on, right? So, yung policy na to, ang aim talaga nito is to make sure na bago ma-rent yung bahay is nasa maayos siyang condition. Alright? So, tuloy natin guys. Ito daw yung mga requirements na kailangang maipakita ng landlord, no? The city has removed the following requirements to simplify the application process. Number 1 po is yung proof of ownership, corporate ownership, criminal record check, floor plans, electrical inspection, gas inspection, parking, and storage plan. Yan. Right? So, yung mga basic guys, yung mga basic needs ng isang magre-renta sa bahay nyo, kailangan mo lang ipakita na meron ka, 'di ba? At maa-avail 'yon nung magre-renta sa iyo. Ganun ka simple, guys. Tapos, of course, guys, hindi naman 'to makaka-move kung walang fees. Of course, kailangan nila ng means to do it, right? So, ayan yung fees. To encourage applicants to obtain a license through the program, there is a full 300 fee waiver for the length of the pilot for application filed prior to June 30, 2024. For licenses issued by June 30, 2024, the renewal fee will not be required in January 2025, subject there are no violation issued on the property. Right? And of course, hindi na natin i-discuss yung application process. Nandyan naman po yan sa website ng Brampton mismo. I-check nyo na lang. And, of course, pag hindi kayo nakakomply, may penalties yan, guys. And these are the penalties. The fine for failing to comply are as follows. First offense, $600. Second offense, $900. Subsequent offense, $1,200. Ako, guys, I don't see anything wrong with this. Diba? Kumbaga, sinisecure lang din ng government na yung titirhan ng renter is safe, malinis, walang issue. Diba? And on the side din ng landlord, this is also a protection din, no? Na meron kayong permit at talagang na-check ng government na okay kayo na magpa-rent. So, yun guys. So, nakita natin yung news, no? And, again, it's so disturbing na may mga landlords na gano'n na may option sila na, yun nga, no? Friends with benefits, di ba? Kumbaga, imbis na magbayad ka ng pera, monetary for your rent, ang ipambabayad mo is yourself, your service, di ba? Which is, for me, is wrong, right? Talagang abusive, di ba? At kailangan talagang mai-report, no? At saka talagang kailangan masolusyonan para, hindi na sila kumalat, hindi na tularan, no? Kasi talagang hindi po yung tama, no? So, last words about this topic, guys. Siguro, ang pwede kong i-share sa inyo is yung experience namin sa paghahanap ng rental, no? Ng unit. So, naka-experience na kami ng private at saka nung company-owned. Masasabi lang namin, guys, na mas okay kung yung unit nyo is owned by a company. Mas madali silang kausap, professional, as long as nagbabayad ka ng tama, wala kang magiging problema. And talagang lahat is legal, papers and everything, kumpleto, no? Yung mga ganon. So, at saka guys, make sure na legit, no? So, talagang i-check nyo mabuti, pati yung unit, yung contract and everything, make sure they are legitimate. Right? So, yun lang guys. Thank you again for watching and see you again on my next video. Peace.